Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nexus Wrestling. Now, I am the CEO, the president, whatever you want to call me, Future Mo. I am the owner of the whole wrestling business when it comes to Nexus Wrestling. It's a new era. A new era is upon us. Now, y'all might be wondering, what is Nexus Wrestling? And I'm going to describe it. It's a new era, brand new. It's filled with excitement, prestige, competitiveness, upcoming stars rising, and more. We have three brands. Them three brands have general managers. The three brands also have certain different levels of description. The first brand, CYD, a prestigious brand, the self-proclaimed A show of Nexus Wrestling. The GM of that brand is one of the greatest advocates of all time, one of the greatest managers of all time, in Paul Heyman. You have people like Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, just to name a few. They'll be built off prestige. They'll be built off making a legacy. And I'm not going to describe the exact description of the brand. I'll leave that up to Paul Heyman to describe it next week. That will be our first show. Then we have the second brand, hosted on Thursdays, NTU. That brand is more of a competitive, you have to earn it type of wrestling. Type of wrestling that I like, the technical feel, the just pure grabs, as y'all would say, back into wrestling. And that, their GM is one of the greatest grapplers of all time. William Regal. You have people like Seth Rollins, Bryan Danielson, Gunther, Obafemi. Will Ospreay, Kyler Fletcher, just to name a few. That will be hosted on Thursdays, and I'll let William Regal give y'all that description on who will, be on that roster. But last but certainly not least, hosted on every Fridays, we have Uprising. You might be wondering what Uprising is. Uprising is the next generation. Uprising is building a name for yourself if you don't have one already. Uprising is the new era of the new era. It has people on there like Carmelo Hayes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Leo Rush, Avery Styles, KC Navarro, just to name a few. Just to name a couple stars. Those are young stars that are hungry for an opportunity, and on that show is what they'll get. That show will be hosted by the gold medalist himself, Kurt Angle. Now, I'm not going to get that much into the descriptions of each brand. All I'm doing is simply letting y'all know that a new era is upon us, letting y'all know that y'all need to watch out for Nexus Wrestling, because Nexus Wrestling is the next best thing. Stay tuned. It's in the works. We're almost finished. We have to finish one more pay-per-view. We have to get one more pay-per-view designed, and Nexus Wrestling is going to take off. There'll be 4 main pay-per-views. Then there'll be 4 pay-per-views for each different show. Sorry. We will have 4 pay-per-views for each. And Paul Heyman, William Regal, Kurt Angle will talk about their respective pay-per-views and what they stand for and what they mean. But I'm going to tell you about the pay-per-views that will have all of the wrestlers from each brand in them. Collision Course, a CYD versus NTU 4v4 traditional match, elimination match to prove who's the best brand. Champions versus champions on Collision Course to prove who's the best champion. Brand supremacy. Supernova. The party, not only of the summer, but the party of the stratosphere. Big matches. Our big 4. One of the, I would say, top 2 of the big 4 that we have. The Genesis Rumble. Now, I don't really got to go in depth with what the Genesis Rumble stand for, but I'll go in depth just in case. The Genesis Rumble, 30 men and 30 women. NTU, CYD, and Uprising all fighting for an opportunity to go after the CYD world title, the NTU world title, the Uprising world title, the CYD women's title, the NTU women's title, and the Uprising women's title. 30 men and women going at it in 2 different rumbles. The last, but certainly not least, our version of WrestleMania, Final Crown, where everyone will be involved. Uprising, CYD, NTU, everyone will be involved in this pay-per-view. It's the final showdown. Rivalries will be ended. Champions will be crowned. New up and coming stars will be born. We did next best thing. So don't get it misconstrued. We are still Nexus Wrestling. But NTU, CYD, and Uprising will make a name for themselves in those 4 pay-per-views. And we'll see who has the best brand. But that's all I have. This is the first episode. A new era is beginning.